All right. What's up, Tina? Welcome. And what's up, Ryan? Good to have you here. Welcome, Skylar. Welcome, Doral. Van, this might be a little bit of a review of what you got last week, but I want to give you guys some keys on using the cart and giving free stuff to close orders. So this might be a quick review for some of you, but that's okay because this is a universal principle that's going to help you sell more Cutco on your orders and close more often. If you remember from advanced training, there's the 10-80-10 rule. 10% of people you show Cutco to are never going to buy. It doesn't matter who does the appointment. 10% of the people you show are always going to buy, no matter how bad you do the appointment. The 80% in the middle, Ryan, is up to you. It's up to your skill set. And so the target closing percentage for our representatives is 90%. If you're not closing at 90% on your demos yet, there's still things that you can learn and implement and still skills that you have out there. So for a quick review, when it comes to giving free stuff, CPO is all we know. CPO stands for commission paid on. And when we give free stuff on an order, you guys know that the CPO does go down a little bit. However, you will sell bigger orders when the customer gets the right value and when they get the right bang for their buck, when they're getting a great value for what they're paying. So it's not really about like selling the customer on Cutco. It's actually about hooking them up and making their shopping experience fun. It's actually fun to buy stuff. How many of you have ever had fun shopping for stuff that you wanted and they use every day? Yeah, me too. And so sometimes what happens, by the way, is representatives, we let our nervousness get in the way of the customer actually having fun and like we mess up the customer shopping experience. So it's actually fun to buy stuff, and we need to make sure that the customer's having fun during that process. So I'm going to give you some keys on using the cart that's going to make your life a little bit easier. By the way, who had a customer that was excited to get some free stuff on an order? Right? And you close the order because of free stuff. Yeah, it's always fun to get free stuff. So when you use free stuff correctly and increase the value, that turns no sales into sales and turns smaller sales into bigger sales. I.e., like Costco, right? Why do we have fun shopping at Costco? Because we buy big packages of stuff, but we get a great discount on those things. Doro, were you gonna make a
It's also
comment on that?
yeah, it's also because of the pizza.
It's also because of the pizza. I agree. Yeah, inflation hits when Costco pizza prices go up. And Patrick, if you want to move Jacob over, that'd be perfect. So, also let me give you a couple examples of what you can do to use the cart feature to your benefit to turn no sales into small sales and to turn small sales into bigger orders. Because the way that you get to 90% closing percentage, Ryan, is not by selling every single person a homemaker. It's about helping a lot of people that would have been no sales get 2, 3, 4, 5 knives because we're giving them such a good value. So the cart, our whole free stuff process operates off this system that's based on what we call bonus points. Back in the day, what we used to have to do, Skylar, is we used to have to give you this PDF that had the retail value, the CPO value, and the points value on every single item. And we used to have to teach you this mathematical equation that they could get so many bonus points worth of free stuff per like $100 of retail purchase. You can forget that all even exists because the cart takes care of all that for you. It's probably the greatest invention for like selling Cutco that's come out in the last 15 years. So in order though to be able to give the right amount of free stuff, you've got to have the correct bonus limit already set up. So I'm going to give you a couple keys on this. And some of you have probably already had to adjust the bonus limit to give, to place an order in the first place, right, Doral? Because when mom buys Cutco, we hook them up and you're like, hey, it doesn't let me give this for free. What do I do? And we taught you how to go up here. Let's go to the shopping cart first. I'm going to empty this for this example. But at the very top in the settings, you can go to your bonus point slider, and standard is 20 is what it keeps it at. You're good to keep it at 25% to give a little bit extra deal. If you ever need Ryan to use more than 25%, give your manager a quick call to check in. Sometimes there's some things that we can do to give one thing for free, but not the other thing that gives them about the same deal, but doesn't hurt your CPO as much. But 25 is you're welcome to give up to 25% bonus. Although don't feel like you have to bonus 25% worth of stuff all the time. right? The bonus is there for you to use when the customer needs a little extra value to close the order. So keep that at 25% and you'd hit update. All right, let's go back to our slides here. So let's talk about turning a no sale into a sale. So let's say the customer likes the spatula spreader and the petite carver, but decides not to buy because you guys remember there is the pick 5 special. That's special number 1. The buy 3, get the 4th for free, which is special number 2. Special number 3 is pick 2, get a cutting board, vegetable peeler, and ice cream scoop for free. Well, if customer is buying a petite carver and a spatula spreader and you offer them the large cutting board and they're like, yeah, that's still just not good enough for us. Check this out. If you go into the cart and we take a petite carver. So we add the petite carver to the cart. Sometimes that button doesn't like to work very well. And we take a spreader. What you can do is there's this little button down here at the bottom. Does everybody see order advisor? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so if you see order advisor is genius because you have an option to give stuff for free. All items eligible for bonus from the catalog or from the cart. Now we only got 2 items in the cart, so there's not going to be anything for free there. But you could go from the catalog and you could ask Mrs. Customer, hey, Mrs. Jones, what's your 3rd favorite piece of Cutco? Oh, you like the paring knife? Oh, well, actually, look at this. We actually make 6 different paring knives, but we'll assume she just wants the standard one. It allows us to give the paring knife for free on the order. So instead of buying 2 knives and getting a $30 cutting board or like a $45 peeler or a $50 ice cream scoop, we're giving them almost an $80 paring knife. Who thinks that's a little bit extra better value and they're getting like a usable knife that they like? Great. So here's the thing. I would offer special number 3. And if that's not sweet in the deal, do a buy 2, get the 3rd knife for free because almost any time when customers buying $200 worth of like knives, whether that's a petite carver and a chef knife or petite carver and a spatula spreader, almost always you can give a paring knife or a trimmer for free. How sweet is that? How many of you think you could close some buy 2, get the 3rd for free orders, even with somebody's balling on a budget? Yeah, Skylar, because look at this. What's the 3 pay on that? $74. $74. That's like $2.10 a day. Yeah, no big deal. 2 cents a day. Like I promise you, people spend more than that on coffee and on soda and stuff like that, right? Diet Coke's 50 cents a can, and I know people who drink 4 cans of Diet Coke a day. All right, so that's how you turn no sales into sales, and you still get 140 CPO. Look at that. How many of you would like love having 140 CPO here and there? Let me just put it this way, Doral. If you go the next 10 weeks of your career and you get 1 or 2 more orders, 140 CPO, we'll say you get 2 more 140 CPO orders because you just bumped your closing percentage from like 6 out of 10 to 8 out of 10. You do 10 appointments in a week. Over the next 10 weeks, you would sell another $3,000 worth of Cutco. By the time you hit dirty 30, that's another $1,000 in income in the next 10 weeks because you got a couple smaller sales. Adds up over a long period of time. All right, let's talk about turning small sales into big sales because this is a big one too that'll help you sell more bigger orders. So let's say the customer says no to the Homemaker Plus 8 set. Instead of jumping to the Galley set right away, you add some extra free stuff to the Homemaker set to sweeten up the deal before you drop down, Skylar. So the buy now bonus that's written into the manual is based off this whole principle of free stuff in the cart. It's based off the principle of bonus points. We just know that when you're brand new, that every special in the manual works for the bonus points. So once you understand what you can give for free, the buy now bonus in the manual kind of becomes whatever you want it to be. Everybody follow that? You can adjust the buy now bonus to fit the customer. Case in point. If we go over here to the cart and let's say the customer is looking at a Homemaker set. We go here, we go Homemaker set. We add that to the cart. What's the buy now bonus on the Homemaker set? Super Shears, Entertainer Pack, or Kitchen Tool Set. Let's say the customer likes say they like the Entertainer Pack. Actually, let's go Super Shears. Let's say they like the Super Shears. So Mrs. Jones, if would you like to go ahead? I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you. Would you like to go ahead and get your Homemaker set today and get your free Super Shears? She goes, oh, Ryan, we like that. We like Cutco. That's just, that's whatever the reason, right? Um, that's too much. Got to talk to my husband, all of that. By the way, those are all just a smokescreen objection for that's not the right deal for me. So what do? You sweeten up the deal. If you go here in order advisor, we could search and see if we got enough room to give another item for free. Let's search the entertainer pack. Oh my goodness. We could add the entertainer pack in the gift box to the order. And here's the way you say that deal now. Ready? This is important because this is like the secret sauce is how to represent the package after we've sweetened the deal. So Mrs. Jones, I know you really like that homemaker set. And I want to hook you up. And because I'm in my fast start contest, right? Or because I'm trying to have my biggest week or my biggest day or whatever. What I can do is if you go ahead and get it today, did you like that entertainer pack? Cool. What I can do is if you get it today, I can give you the super shears and that entertainer pack for free. So you'd be getting $398 worth of free stuff, and the 5 pay is only $337, and you never have to buy knives again. How does that sound? She's thinking. You know what I mean? So again, you review. It's like, I want to help you get Cutco. So I'm going to hook you up with a little bit better deal. Here's the extra thing I'm giving you for free. Here's the total amount of free stuff. Here's the you're paying, what the customer's paying, it's $337. And the phrase, and you're never going to have to buy knives ever again. How does that sound? They're like, Now let's say they're like, Jesse, we like that, but it's really just a budget thing. Okay. Well, actually, maybe not a budget thing, or they're still like, I just don't know. Well, here's a question you can use. Hey, Mrs. Jones, would you use a forever can opener? You would? Okay, well, check this out, Mrs. Jones. I think we still, let me check something really quick. You could go in here. Oh my gosh, we still got room to give them a can opener for free. Shut the front door. Dora, look at this. They're getting $464 worth of free stuff, and their first payment on the 5 pay is only $337. They're basically getting 1.5 of their like homemaker payments for like of free stuff. That's ridiculous. Oh, guess what? And you still got $1,000 order. You know what I mean? It's like you're still selling $1,000. You still had a grand day. You hit another pay rate. Like life is good because you're hooking the customer up. Now, let me give you one quick tip here on this gift box thing. The entertainer pack in a gift box. The gift box actually costs a few CPO to give for free. So does everybody see what I just did there? I went to it and I hit set breakdown, delete that gift box, and then bonus everything else, assuming that the customer is not giving this for a gift. I think our CPO was, let me go here. Our CPO was like 1061 before, and now it's like 1088. So we got 15 more CPO out of the order because we got rid of the gift box. And the customer doesn't really care about the gift box, like I said, unless they're giving it as a gift. So they still get all the gadgets and the super shears. All right. So that's one option, right? To give extra free stuff to close the deal on the homemaker set. So I would do that every time. Every time you do a demo for a customer, show them the homemaker set. If they say no, show them what you could do with like extra free stuff. And by the way, 1068 CPO, or in this case, 1088, because we didn't give that stupid gift box for free. 1088 CPO is still more CPO than a galley set with no free stuff. So what was a bigger order for you? Giving a homemaker set with extra free stuff, taking a little bit bigger hit on your order, but not dropping down. So that's how you sell bigger orders. But let's say you need to just give the customer a better price. So that's how you give them more free stuff. And by the way, the free stuff doesn't have to be the super shears and all this stuff over here. Let me show you what you could also do. Anybody know somebody that's an outdoors person? Let me show you what I like to call the outdoors special. Right? Let's say Mrs. Jones is sitting there with Mr. Jones, and they're like, well, that's good and all, we like that free stuff, but it's just not quite the right value. Well, hey, Mr. Jones, you served in the military. Would you like a $226 K-bar? Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, cool. How about a gut hook hunting knife? You think you'd use one of those? Oh, great. Oh, hang on. Actually, how about a fisherman's solution? The cart, if you have your bonus limit set correctly, actually won't let you give too much. And if you're searching order advisor from catalog, it already tells you what you can give for free. Check this out. This is our outdoor special. We're 1053, still sold $1,000 order, but they're getting a K-bar, a hunting knife, and that fishing knife for free, which Doral, you know, people on the East Coast that would drool over that fishing knife because they're fishing in the bays, right? What are we giving them?
Yeah.
$513 worth of free stuff. What were you going to say, Doral?
I was just gonna say that's an awesome deal right there. You get like 3 like outdoor knives for with that homemaker set. Like that's such an amazing deal.
Yeah. Who thinks they got a customer be stoked about that? You know what I mean? It's like dad got hooked up with $500 worth of stuff, right? If dad was to go to like Sportsman's and buy $500 worth of hunting knives, he doesn't have to do that now. They can just roll that into what they're paying for the homemaker. All right. So that's, you can just know that you can give more stuff for free than probably what you were thinking before. And that's still a bigger order than dropping down. All right. Now let's talk about how to discount sets because not everybody knows how to do this. So let's say the customer really likes the homemaker set, but it's really just all about like the price point. They're like, Jesse, that's such a great value, but just squeezing 337 is like the hard part of our budget, right? Well, here's the thing. Any set with table knives, you have the ability to discount. You have the ability to discount any set with table knives, Tina. Now, when we do this, you can't give free stuff because we're actually using our free stuff ability to discount the set. So here's the way that you do this. Let's say the customer likes the homemaker, but it's just a price thing, right? Grandma's just balling on a budget. What you're going to do is you're going to search the name of the set and you're going to look for the one that says B block. This is the one that has the table knife slots, but it is a basic homemaker. No, they want the +8 though. They want the homemaker +8. So what we do is we add a B block to the cart, which you can see has those table knife slots, but no table knives. Then what do? We take a table knife and we add it to the cart twice. And then we're going to set the quantity of one of the table knives at 7. We're going to hit OK. And we're going to bonus that 7 table knives. So what does the customer have in their cart? A homemaker and 8 table knives. But we're giving them 7 of their own table knives for free. So that discounts the price of the set. And we're using our free stuff to give their own table knives. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if everybody's tracking. Okay. Now look at this. It took the price down from $15.49 to $12.75. And if we, I got a little cheat sheet here for you. On the 5-pay, that only comes out to be $277. We went from $337 to $277. We dropped $60 off the 5-pay. And they're still getting that homemaker set. No free stuff, right? Because we're just discounting the set, but they're still getting the homemaker set. And it only works with table knives. We can't give any additional free stuff. So here's what your drop down becomes, Doral. You do the homemaker set with the normal buy now bonus in the manual. Then you give a little extra free stuff to sweeten the deal, Ryan. And if they still say no to that, then you drop down to the homemaker set with the table knife discount, which is what we call the friends and family discount. And you've fine-tuned the homemaker set to their needs. And they've already gotten 3 no's out of the way. Here's something else you'll notice with sales. Sometimes it actually has nothing to do with customers and their budgets. It actually has everything to do with psychologically how many times a customer has to say no before they feel comfortable saying yes. So if you imagine it this way, Tina, every customer has got a number between 1 and 7 on the back of their head, and you don't know what it is. Some customers are like one no customer, or like you one ask customers. You ask them if they want to buy stuff, and they're like, "Yep, let's do it." Anybody know a customer like that? Hey, you want to get the homemaker? Yeah, let's go. That sounds great. Does anybody know somebody who's like, money is not a problem, but they still had to say no 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times before they felt comfortable saying yes to a package? Right. So sometimes you have customers that are just like, I don't know. And after they have to say no a couple of times, Skylar, then they're like, all right, let's get it. But instead of you dropping down homemaker galley starter set, custom set, and they land in a custom set, if you go homemaker, free stuff, discounted, then the galley stuff, then they end up buying a galley set instead of 5 pieces. All right. So that is how your drop down now becomes. And you can do this exact same thing with the galley set. Go for it, Doral. What were you going to ask?
So for that ultimate, do you give them 11 free knives then for that discount, or just
That's a great
how does
question.
that work?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, if you're going to discount the ultimate set, if it's table knives, Doral, the answer is you can give all 12 table knives for free. That's fine.
Okay.
And actually, there is a cheat sheet right here that has the prices for you, and we can get this to you a little bit later. When it comes to the table knives, you can give all 10 of the table knives for free, or 10 for the signature and 12 for the ultimate. When it comes to the steak knives are twice the price of a table knife. Usually we do some sort of combination of like you give half of them for free because it's still knocking off the
Okay.
cheap, or you give like 3/4 of the table knives for free, but usually we don't give like all of them for free because while that's a really good deal, and sometimes we've done that to close orders, that is a little bit much on the bonus, and you kind of got to hit your slider. So that's a thank you for
All
asking.
right.
So if you
Yeah,
got
no
somebody
worries.
who's looking at an ultimate or a signature and you want to do a friends and family, the table knife or the steak knife discount, to give your manager a call and we'll point you in the right direction on that one. Now, let me give you another tip on upselling and creating bigger orders. And then I will teach you how to I'll teach you how to create a wish. I'll teach you how to drop down on a wish list, and I'll also teach you how to upgrade people that already have some Cutco. So upselling, you want to write down this phrase, just so you know. Just so you know, it's probably the most utilized phrase of my entire career. When it comes to working with customers, it's just this casual, oh, hey, Mr. Jones, just so you know, and once you get a handle on your bonus point or like on the cart, and I would spend some time outside of like a demo messing around with stuff you could give for free on the cart. The more familiar you get with that, the better it's going to be. But you could say, hey, Mrs. Jones, hey, just so you know, if you had a K-bar, we could also give you a pocket knife for free. And what do you do there? Maybe the customer decided to get a galley set with a pair of, with the entertainer pack for free, and they settled on that. And you go through the gifts and accessories. You could say, hey, Mrs. Jones, let me, let's go through the gifts and accessories. Just write down everything you could see yourself using. Oh, you like that K-bar? Oh, hey, just so you know, if you decided to add a K-bar, we can give you that pocket knife for free. And how much is the K-bar? Right? If we go to the cart, the K-bar is, it's 250 basically. So what's 250 divided by 5, Mrs. Jones? That only adds $50 to the 5 pay. Right. So instead of being 243 for a galley set, you'd be paying, call it 293, and you get a K-bar. You're like, oh, well, for 50 extra bucks a month, I'm already buying a galley set. I might as well get a K-bar, and you're going to give me a pocket knife for free. Or you could add a K-bar to the order, Doral, but because we got a little extra room on some of the sets, you could add like a fishing knife for free. So that's just stuff you can play with in the cart as you're going. We could run an entire workshop on how to upsell customers later on, but it's just about showing them if they decided to add this, we could give them this for free, and it only bumps the 5 pay this much. All right. Let me walk you through. Oh, by the way, you can also do the buy 3, get the 4th for free for any item in Cutco. So you could say, Doral, could you see yourself giving any of these fishing knives for as a gift? And Doral goes, oh yeah, I got some brothers, I got a dad, I got a grandpa. They'd probably like that. Yeah, you know what? I could give some fishing knives for free. Or I could give some fishing knives as a gift. And I'd say, oh, just so you know, we could do a buy 3, get the 4th for free on those. It would only add this much to the order. Right. And you could do a buy 3 to get the 4th for free on table knives, fisherman solutions, ultimate sets, pretty much anything. Almost. All right. Let me I want to show you one of my favorite things to do though. I want to show you how to help the customer get 5 pieces of Cutco. Because in my mind, this is like a bread and butter situation for every Cutco rep, is helping them customize their own set. So I want you guys to unmute yourselves and tell me what 5 pieces. Let's pick 5 pieces really quick. I'll start off. I like a chef knife. We're gonna add a chef knife to the cart. If we're gonna pick, we're doing the pick 5 special, pretending we already showed the starter sets. Give me 4 more.
Spatula spreader.
That's what I was
Spreader.
gonna say.
What did you say, Ryan?
I was gonna pick that.
Oh, he's gonna pick that. Cool. How about
The trimmer.
trimmer? Good idea. So we had a trimmer to the cart, and then what about a cheese knife? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I would definitely pick that.
Cheese knife, and let's go pairing. or a slicer? What do you guys want?
Probably a paring knife,
Paring
honestly.
knife. Okay, let's do paring knife. All right, so we got a chef knife, spreader, trimmer, traditional cheese knife, and a paring knife. All right, so we did the pick 5 special, right? Now, if you remember in the manual, special number 1 is Mrs. Jones. You can pick your 5 favorite knives, and I can give you a pair of super shears or a pack of 4 table knives for free. Here's a quick tip, by the way. When you're giving the table knives for free, you could just bonus 4 individual table knives. But if you search the word tray, we make this little 4-pack of table knives with the tray. That's going to be a utilitarian little tray. It's a smaller version of like our starter set tray. And you add that to the cart and you give that for free to the customer. So Mrs. Jones, there's your 5 table knives. And then you'd say, so how does that sound? Now, here's the thing though. Is there anything for those people to put their knives in? No, right? The table knives, yes, but like the 5 pieces, they're just gonna end up throwing them in the drawer. We don't want that. So here's something else you want to do. Does everybody see if you search trays, everybody see how it says 5-piece fork and knife tray? Let's add the 5-piece fork and knife tray. See if we can bonus that. It doesn't allow us to bonus it. So this is one of those situations where I am okay if we bump this over to like 26 or 27 and we hit update, $5 says it's going to allow us to bonus it. No. Oh, interesting. Sometime, well, we might just have to squeeze a few more bonus points then. That's okay. There we go. And we're going to bonus the tray. So now what do we have here? We've got 5 pieces in a tray with a pack of 4 table knives or we got 5 pieces in a tray with a pack of 4 table knives. That's all going to tuck nice in the drawer. They're basically getting half a homemaker set. You guys understand that, right? The homemaker set has 10 basic tools and 8 table knives. They're getting 5 basic tools and 4 table knives in a tray for $5.27. And it comes out to be like $1.08 on the 5-pay. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Like, that's fantastic. You could sell that to anybody. Oh, you can't get a black set? Okay, cool. Well, hey, why don't we just pick you your 5 favorite pieces that make sense today? Has anybody ever had a customer, by the way, say, oh, but I'll just buy a homemaker set later. We'll just buy that galley set later. That's stupid. You're going to go another 10 years of your life, by the way, this is like my internal dialogue, right? Not what I'm saying to them, but like, that's silly because they're going to go another like 2, 3, 4 months, years, decades without that because they're going to buy a homemaker set later instead of just using the pieces that they would use, using the most important pieces. So that's a situation where we want to sweeten up the deal. You throw in the tray and the table knives for free and you're good to go. Now, let me also show you what could happen though. Let's say they're like, hey, 108 is still too much for the budget. All right, well, Mrs. Jones, check this out. Or 527 is still too much for the budget. There's also in the order advisor feature, Ryan, if you click on order advisor and go over here from cart, it'll tell you what you can give from the cart for free instead of adding things to the cart. So if we go in here, we could give, and by the way, if you pick 5 pieces of Cutco, usually you can give the middle priced one for free. I believe the middle price one in this scenario is the trimmer. You give the trimmer for free. They're getting their 5 favorite pieces for $4.39. And that's only $90 on the 5-pay. We dropped that down by $20. $90 on the 5-pay is $3 a day. $3 a day for 5 months. They never have to buy knives ever again. Oh, by the way, you still got a $318 order. All in favor of helping the customer get 5 pieces in a tray that they can tuck in the drawer. And it's a $318 order for you. You pop 2 or 3 of those in a week and then sell like a galley set here and there. And your average order is like a $500-$600 average order. So that's a special that I am confident that I can help everybody get. Is that now, if I don't do the buy 3 get, or if, excuse me. So this is what you do before you drop down to the buy 3 get 4th for free instead. So this is like special 1.5 kind of special. 1 is pick 5 knives, get a pair of super shears of table knives for free. Instead of dropping down to dropping one of the knives and doing a buy 3 get the 4th for free, do a buy, pick 5, give the middle expensive one for free. And that's how you do that. And you can play with which item you give for free on the buy 3 get the 4th for free. And if you've got your bonus limit set correctly, you'll always want to put it back to 25, at the max. Sometimes you might have to squeeze just a little bit more to help the customer, but I'm okay with that. Just call your manager, then you're good to go. Now, let me give you one more quick thing on how you upgrade people. Anybody meet somebody who already had some Cutco? All right. So if somebody's already got like a handful of pieces of Cutco and they want to upgrade to a homemaker set, here's something else you can do with the cart. If you click on this, you can go to set breakdown. Somebody see that right there? If I click set breakdown, it's going to say, hey, you're going to kill your set discount if you do this. We know that. That's okay. So what you do is when somebody owns Cutco and they want to upgrade, you need to have them text you a picture. And this is standard for anybody that ever has Cutco. You want them to text you a picture of what they already have. And then you're going to hit continue. You break down the set. And then what do? We proceed to delete the pieces that they don't have. So check this out, Doral. Let's pretend somebody already has an all knife set. Well, an all knife set comes with a paring knife, comes with a trimmer, comes with a spatula spreader, comes with a petite chef, and it comes with a 9-inch carver. What do I have left in the cart? Everything that Mrs. Jones doesn't own out of the homemaker set. So she can take her all knife set, stick it in with what's left here, and now she upgraded her homemaker set. Now let me show you how you do this. How do we know what to give for free? Because like there's no free stuff on this list. And this is the same way you would make a shopping list with a customer and give them a deal, Doral. You're going to go over here to order advisor. You go from cart, just like I showed you before. And this actually tells you the best stuff to bonus to give them a deal. Cool. So we just bonused a handful of things. We took the price down from $12.39 to $8.87 for their upgrade. This is awesome. And here's the way you present this deal, Ryan. So Mrs. Jones, normally for your upgrade, you know, that'd be $12.39 because that's what everything costs that we have in the cart. What I can do though, because you're getting it from me today, is I can actually drop $352 off the price. So that drops you the price of your homemaker upgrade down to $887. So you tell them the normal price, the value of everything they have. Here's what we're dropping off the price. Now your price is $887. So go and write that down, Mrs. Jones. And that only comes out to be $180 a month for 5 months. You never have to buy knives ever again. And now you have a homemaker set. How does that sound? Did everybody catch that? And then they're like, okay, that sounds pretty great. You could do the same thing. You could upgrade somebody to a galley set. You could do the same thing with a signature set. You could take the signature set, put it in the cart, delete all the pieces if they already have a galley or homemaker set, and upgrade them to a bigger one. So one more part of this, by the way, is that oh, hey, what's up, Phil? Welcome back. I want to show you a cool little thing here you can do. Doral, if somebody wants to know if like what fits in what spots, check this out. If you look at the block, if you click on the block and click on that and go one over, it actually gives you a diagram of everything that fits in any storage option that we make. So if you've got a customer, Skylar, that wants to customize some stuff, or you got a customer that maybe has a couple extra pieces that are not maybe standard in the homemaker, but you want to know if they're going to fit in the block, you can go in here and see what every piece fits in every slot. So I just dumped a ton on you guys that were in Champions Club. And so here's the thing. Now you know that all that stuff exists. If you have any questions on that during a demo when you're working on stuff, what do? Call your manager. But I also spent some time on the cart yourself playing around with it because you're going to figure a whole bunch of other stuff out. And that's going to help you close more orders and help the customer out. Sound like a plan? All right.